start making this seashell. First, we're gonna make a magic ring, so wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers and put your thumb on the eggs, then hold the yarn like this. After that, insert your hook and pull the second one to the front and twist it. Then yarn over and pull through to make 1 chain. Now remove the ring from your fingers and let's start round 1. For round 1, we will make 5 single crochets into the magic ring. So insert your hook, pull the yarn, and you got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops and you make 1 single crochet. You will have to make a total of 5 single crochets into this magic ring. After making 5 single crochets, pull the tail to close the ring. And round 1 is finished. For round 2, we will make 2 single crochets in each and every stitch. So to start round 2, make the first single crochet. Insert your hook into the first stitch of round 1 and make a single crochet. We'll be making 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Now I made 2 single crochets, and remember to put your stitch marker on the first single crochet because this is the first stitch of round 2. Then continue the pattern, which is making 2 single crochets in each and every stitch. Now I'm making 2 single crochets in this second stitch. Now I'm making 2 single crochets in this third stitch. So repeat making until you reach the stitch marker and you will get a total of 10 single crochets. Now I finished making 10 single crochets, and now I will start another round. For this round 3, we will just make 1 single crochet in each and every stitch. And remember to put your stitch marker on the first stitch like this. This time I put a stitch marker on the side because I will do the continuous rounds. So for this round 3, I will make 1 single crochet in each and every stitch, and when I reach the stitch marker, there will be a total of 10 single crochets. After round 3, we will just repeat the same pattern for round 4, 5, 6 until you finish round 30. Or if you don't want to count the rounds, just make these single crochet rounds until this crochet piece is about 5 inches long. So you don't need to count the rounds, just repeat making these single crochet rounds until it is 5 inches long, and I will show you what it looks like. So here I just kept making single crochets in each stitch without counting the rounds, and now my crochet piece is about 5 inches long, and I will stop here. But if you want to make bigger seashell, you can add more single crochet rounds and you will get bigger seashell. Now I'll just stop here, and actually I don't know my starting point, but you can just start from wherever you want because it doesn't matter a lot. And now I will add the last round for my seashell. I will just take this stitch as the first stitch of this last round, and I will put a stitch marker on this new first stitch. And now we will repeat the pattern, which is making 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Now I'm making 2 single crochets in the second stitch, and I will repeat the pattern again. So make 1 single crochet and then the single crochet increase in the next stitch. The increase means making 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. And I'll repeat this pattern again, 1 single crochet and then an increase stitch in the next stitch. Please repeat this pattern until you got to the stitch marker, and you will get a total of 15 single crochets. Now I reached the stitch marker, so remove it and then make 3 single crochets 1, 2, and 3. Then after that, make a slip stitch, insert your hook, pull the yarn like this, and then chain 1 and cut the yarn. Then pull the yarn up like this. After this, hide the yarn inside this crochet piece before rolling this one. So after you finish weaving in the ends, we will roll the crochet piece like this and it will become a seashell. But here in this clip, I forgot to weave in the ends and I rolled the seashell first, and it was difficult for me to weave in the ends at the last. So hide the yarn first and then grab your glue or hot glue gun and roll the crochet piece and make it into a seashell. And I use a rubber band to hold it in shape. And this is me struggling to weave in the ends because I forgot to do it before gluing. If you think the glue is dry enough, you can remove the rubber band and now you got a seashell. Now let's crochet the starfish together, and again make a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers, put your thumb on the eggs, hold the yarn like this, then insert your hook and pull the second one to the front and twist it, then chain 1 and remove the ring from your fingers. And again, we will make single crochets into this magic ring, but for this one we will make 6 single crochets. Now I finished making the first one. Insert your hook, pull the yarn and pull up, then yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, and you made the second single crochet. Repeat making single crochets until you got a total of 6. After making 6 single crochets, pull the tail to close the ring. Then after that, make a slip stitch in the first single crochet. So find the first single crochet that you made and insert your hook and make a slip stitch. When you finished making the slip stitch, make 7 chains. Then skip the first one, and in the second one, make a single crochet. So insert your hook into the second chain and make a single crochet. Then after that, we will make half double crochet in the next 2 chains. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, then pull the yarn and pull up. Now you got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through those 3 loops and you make 1 half double crochet. Also make another half double crochet in the next chain. So you made 2 half double crochets in total. Then after that, we will make 1 double crochet each. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull the yarn and pull up, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And you made 1 double crochet. Please make 2 more double crochet in these 2 chains. Now I'm making the second double crochet in the next chain. And now I'm making the last double crochet in the last chain. Now we finished the first arm of the starfish. So to make another one, make a slip stitch into the next single crochet of the first round, which is the second single crochet. So you make a slip stitch, and then we will repeat this pattern again, starting from 7 chains. So we will begin again with 7 chains, and then skip the first chain and make a single crochet in the second chain. Then after that, make 2 half double crochets. After 2 half double crochets, make 3 double crochets. So now I finished making the second arm, and to make the next one, make a slip stitch into the next single crochet, and for the third arm you will have to repeat the pattern again from making 7 chains to making 3 double crochets, and repeat this pattern around until you got 5 arms in total. And here I finished making the 5th arm, and finally I will make a slip stitch in the first single crochet of the first round. So here, this one, I will make a slip stitch there, then after that, for the first piece, please cut the yarn and weave in the ends, but now I'm making the second one, so I will not cut the yarn, but instead I will sew these 2 pieces together, and I will show you how. So to sew these 2 together, so you stack them like this, and we will make slip stitches all around this. And to make slip stitch, insert your hook into this starfish at the top and also into the stitch at the bottom, and make a slip stitch like this, and keep making slip stitches around by inserting into both stitches. Insert your hook into both stitches like this and make a slip stitch. So this is a way of sewing but using slip stitches. If you want to add keychain, I will show you how. For me, I will stop at the top of the arm, and I will add a keychain ring. So this is the keychain ring that I will use. I just attach it to the hook and I put it between these 2 crochet pieces, and I will make a slip stitch all together. So I made a slip stitch together with the keychain ring, and it is secure, so I will move on making the slip stitches all around the crochet piece until I reach the start. So now I'm at the start, and I will make my last slip stitch. Then after that, I will chain 1 and cut the yarn. Don't forget to hide the yarn inside the starfish. You can leave your starfish like this, but for me, I will add more details using white yarn. This is an example of how I added the details. If you added the details, don't forget to weave in the ends. And now we finished making the cute little starfish. Now let's crochet the flower and let's start making the petal. First, make a slip knot. Wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers. Then pull the yarn through this loop. And now you got a slip knot. Insert your hook into the loop and let's make chains. Make a total of 9 chains. Yarn over and pull through, you got 1 chain. Yarn over and pull through and you got another one. Keep making chains until you got a total of 9 chains. Now I finished making 9 chains. Now let's make a half double crochet, skip 2 chains, and in the 3rd chain, yarn over, insert your hook in the 3rd chain, pull the yarn and pull up, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and you made 1 half double crochet. Make the 2nd half double crochet in the next chain, and also the 3rd half double crochet into the next chain. Then we will make 3 double crochets. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull the yarn over and pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops, and you made 1 double crochet. Continue making 2 more double crochets. Now I'm making the 2nd one, and this is the 3rd double crochet. Now there's only 1 chain left, and in this last chain we will make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and in this petal I will attach a keychain ring, so grab your keychain and then I will attach it like this. For the keychain, you just need to attach it on one petal only. You don't need to attach it to every petal. So here, this is how I attach the keychain ring, and I will continue making the double crochet. Now I finished the 3rd one, so now I'm making the 4th double crochet in the same chain, and this will be my last double crochet in this stitch. Then we will continue making stitches on this side of the chain, and we will repeat the same pattern again. So we will make 3 double crochets, 3 half double crochets, and lastly a slip stitch. When you make the double crochet, please crochet together with the tail so you don't need to weave in the ends a lot. So here I put the tail above my crochet hook. It's like weaving in the ends while making double crochets. Now I finished making 3 double crochets, and I will continue making 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then after that, make a slip stitch in this chain, in the chain, or into the first half double crochet that you made. And now you got a petal, so chain 1 and cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Then using the same pattern, please make 4 more petals, and I will show you how I glue all them together. So here I just glue them like this. I stuck one petal after another. I glue them like this first, and once the glue is dried, I go for another time. So I use the glue again and I stick between the petals again. You can repeat this until the flower is fully sticked in shape, and now my one is in shape and I'm satisfied with it. So now I will use the pink eyeshadow or the blush and I paint it. So this is how I made this cute little flower keychain. Now let's start making this spider seashell. Grab your yarn and let's make a slip knot. Wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers, then remove it and pull the yarn through the loop like this and pull, and now you got a loop. Then insert your hook into the loop and adjust the size of it, and then let's make chains. We will have to make a total of 5 chains. To make a chain, you will have to yarn over and pull through, and now you got one chain. Then to make another one, yarn over and pull through, and now you got second chain. You will have to make a total of 5 chains. Then after that, we will start row 1. To start row 1, skip 2 chains, and in the third chain, we will make 2 double crochets. Yarn over, insert your hook into the third chain, and pull the yarn, and pull up. Now you got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops, and now you made 1 double crochet. For row 1, we will make 2 double crochets in every chain. Now I'm making the second double crochet in the same chain. Then I will make 2 double crochet in the next chain. So here in this chain, I will also make 2 double crochets. Also in this last chain, make 2 double crochets. So for this row 1, you will get a total of 6 double crochets. Now to start row 2, chain 2 and turn your work. And for row 2, we will make back loop only 2 double crochet in each and every stitch. So back loop only means we insert our hook into this back loop only, and we will make double crochet. So let's make a double crochet, insert your hook into this back loop and make 1 double crochet. According to the pattern, we will make another one in the same stitch. And now I made 2 single crochets or 2 double crochets but in back loop only. Then after that, repeat making 2 double crochets in back loop. So repeat making 2 back loop only double crochet in each and every stitch, and when you reach the end, you will get a total of 12 double crochets. After making 12 back loop only double crochets, let's start another row. So remember to chain 2 and turn your work. And for this row 3, we will walk into the front loop only. So this is the front loop. You insert your hook like this, and we will make double crochets in that loop. For the first front loop, we will just make 1 double crochet. So insert your hook into the front loop and make 1 double crochet. Then into the next one, we will make 2 double crochets in this front loop. So now I finished making 1, and I will make the second one in this same stitch, and now I made 2 double crochets in this front loop. And please repeat this pattern. So make 1 front loop only double crochet, and then after that make 2 front loop only double crochets in this one. Repeat this pattern for 6 times in total, and you will get a total of 18 double crochets. To start row 4, chain 2 and turn your work. And for row 4, we will work in back loop only stitches. The pattern is 2 double crochet and an increased stitch next. Since we're gonna work back loop only, insert your hook into the back loop and make 1 double crochet. Then make 1 more double crochet in the next stitch. Remember to work in back loop. Then after these 2 double crochets, we will make an increase stitch. For the increase, we will make 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. Now I'm making the second double crochet in the same stitch, and this becomes an increase stitch. Please repeat this pattern again. So make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then after that, into the third stitch, make an increase stitch. For the increase, make 2 double crochets together. Remember to work in back loop only, and repeat this pattern till the end, and you will get a total of 24 double crochets. Now to start another row, chain 2 and turn your work, and this time we will work in front loop only. The pattern is 3 double crochet and an increase stitch next. So for the first 3 front loops, we will make 1 double crochet each. Now I'm making the first one. This is the second double crochet in the second front loop. And this is the third double crochet in the third front loop. After these 3 double crochets, make an increase stitch in the next front loop. So in this fourth front loop, make 2 double crochets together, 1 and 2. Then repeat this pattern for a total of 6 times, and you will get a total of 30 stitches. Remember to work the pattern in front loops only. And this is what it looks like. And here you can see the front loops, but on the side without the front loops, count the 6th stitch before moving on the next round. So here, this is the 6th stitch on the side without the front loops. Put a stitch marker on that stitch. We will make a slip stitch into that stitch, so insert your hook into the loop again. And here we will make a slip stitch like this. So this side with the front loops, it must be facing outside. And here I insert my hook into that stitch with a stitch marker, and I'll make a slip stitch. Now I will start working in rounds, but in back loop only. So chain 1, and for this round we'll make 2 single crochets and a decrease stitch. So here, this is what the shell looks like so far, and now it is left with the top part. And for this, make 2 single crochets in the back loop. I'm making the first single crochet in the first stitch. Then put the stitch marker into that single crochet because this is the starting stitch of this round 6. Then make the second single crochet in the second back loop. After that, we will make a decrease stitch. To make a decrease stitch, insert your hook into the next back loop and pull the yarn, and insert your hook into another back loop and pull the yarn like this. Now you got 3 loops on your hook, and yarn over and pull through those 3 loops, and you made a decrease stitch. Then repeat the pattern again. Make 2 single crochets in back loop only. Then after that, make a decrease stitch. Please repeat this pattern until you reach the stitch marker. For me, when I reached the stitch marker, I got a total of 18 stitches for this round. When you reach the stitch marker, make a slip stitch into the chain 1 space or into the first single crochet that you made. For me, I will make a slip stitch into this chain 1 space, but if you can find the chain 1 space, you can make a slip stitch into the single crochet. Then after that, chain 1, and let's start round 7. For round 7, we will also continue making in back loop only. For this round, make 1 single crochet. Then after that, we will make a decrease stitch next. So after first single crochet, make a decrease stitch. Then repeat the pattern for a total of 6 times. So make 1 single crochet again and a decrease stitch next. Continue this pattern around and you will get a total of 12 stitches. When you got to the stitch marker, remember to make a slip stitch into the chain 1 space or the first single crochet. Then chain 1, and for this last round, we will continue walking in back loop only again, and this time we will make decrease stitches for 6 times. For this, you don't need to mark the stitch marker again, just make 6 decrease stitches. Now I finished making the second one. Now I'm making the third decrease stitch. This is the fourth. This is the fifth one. And this will be the last decrease. Actually, you can stop after making 6 decrease stitches, but I added 3 more single crochets, but it doesn't matter a lot. So here I just made 3 more single crochets, which is 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Then after that, chain 1 and leave a long tail for sewing. For sewing, you will have to sew this last round until it is fully closed. When you finished sewing the last round, you will have to continue sewing the opening of the snail to make it close. Now before sewing the seashell completely, I will put some stuffing inside. Then after that, I will continue my sewing. When you finished sewing, remember to secure the yarn and hide it inside the seashell. Now I will add some spines on my seashell. If you don't like it, you can skip this step. So to add it, make a slip knot. Now attach the yarn at the bottom of the seashell. So this is how I attach the yarn. After that, make 6 chains. After making 6 chains, skip the first chain and make 5 slip stitches, or make 1 slip stitch each in every. After making the spine, you will have to repeat this pattern. So make 3 slip stitches on the seashell. Then after that, make the spine. So now I finished making 3 slip stitches. So make the spine. So make 6 chains. Then after that, skip the first chain and make 5 slip stitches. After making the spine, repeat the pattern again, make 3 slip stitches, make the spine, which is making 6 chains, skip 1 and making 5 slip stitch. Please repeat this pattern until you reach the end. So now I reached the end, so I will make the slip stitch, the last slip stitch, then after that chain 1 and cut the yarn. Don't forget to weave in the ends. And now you got this by the Seashell, and to add more details I use my pink eyeshadow or blush and I color it like this. So this is the end of the tutorial, and I hope you will be able to make your own sea charms. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you all in my next video. Bye bye!